what must be done.
The knave has dented my breastplate.
And you have done in my helmet.
Luckily you were wearing it, or you'd be minus a head. If you could call it that. Use it more like a foot running here and there without his
Well, at least I'm moving. You're so clumsy and slow behind all that armor that we spend most of the day waiting for you to mount your steed. One of these days, the king's knights will be returning from a mighty battle to find you just departed. Perhaps it's a way of avoiding conflict, this slowness of yours. Maybe you are a coward.
Why do you bring this way?
At it again, you two. I had hopes that I wouldn't be needed to mend your armor for at least a week. When will you realize that the enemy can never inflict as much harm and pain on yourselves as you do to one another? I've been in many battles in my lifetime, and never have I seen wounds greater than those you inflict in words.
No words could penetrate his thick skull.
Only his heart and yours.
What heart? There a heart there? He cares only for himself and that polished armor he hides behind.
I have nothing to hide or anything to be ashamed of. As for caring for myself, someone has to. You can't trust anyone these days. People are always trying to sneak up and take what's yours. I have no reason to care for others. Only the king. He alone has shown me kindness.
Perhaps you judge others too quickly.
Perhaps not.
What do we have here? Two oversized little kids? Look, looks like he's from a hen mixer. Don't tell me. Been trying to clean your ears? What are you laughing at, sir? Lot of lard?
Can you get this fixed for me by tournament time?
Are you again competing?
Yes. This time for the greatest position in His Majesty's Royal Knights of the Kingdom. I am certain to win.
You'll have to get past me to do that. And I doubt you have the space.
My. That'll be easy. Don't you think?
I shall have it ready. It may prove to be your only hope of salvation against the blows of your brother in arms.
But it'll be over and done with before he even arrives. And besides that, I can take him on armor or not.
So,
Have you made ready my shield, Dinanon? I've prepared myself to travel to the far-off reaches of the Mirkwood Forest, to seek out and utterly destroy that feared dragon, Fear-God. I've spent countless nights preparing for this journey. What I must take, how I must travel, which method of attack, all has been made ready, and I'm eager to depart.
Your shield, Sir Galalos, the largest I've ever wielded, at your request. It's made of the strongest iron and embossed in bronze for a brilliant glow.
This truly is splendid. Magnificent. Surely this will blind the very eyes of Virgon as I approach his lair. He will not be able to escape the thrust of my sword into his very heart. Prepare to die, Virgon! When I think how this courageous feat will please the king, to have ensured safety and peace to his subjects from this vile creature, my heart nearly burst. I alone, the commander of his royal armies, have mustered the spirit within me to use this adversary, casting aside all comfort and all easy duties, to stand alone as protector of his. What a glorious calling.
But the wall, Sir Galalost, has not the king issued a decree for it to be rebuilt? Why, if the wall were repaired, no dragon, no adversary would ever be able to breach it. Perhaps it would be best if you delayed your journey and gave yourself to the work at hand.
The wall will wait, but I cannot. My heart is ablaze with a burning desire to seek and to cast down all that stands in the way of peace and prosperity. My eyes are fixed, and my vision is clear.
Perhaps it is not as clear as you might think.
Farewell, Dinadon. I will return soon with a full and glorious account.
Perhaps not.
We could use the purple cloth. Oh, but no. The crimson would be better. Crimson, the king's favorite color. Oh, how I can remember roaming through the castle as a small child, going here and there, and on occasion going frightfully lost. The castle was so enormous and enchanting, I couldn't help but explore every corridor and tower. Mother would encourage me to stay within her sight, not to venture too far away. But I think she knew I needed to test the boundaries of my new walls. I needed to find a place, a refuge from the hurt and pain of my father. And I did. I'll never forget that day. I had lost my way again, frightened and exhausted from a long adventure. I curled up in a warm blanket hanging off the edge of a chair. I awoke and found myself staring into the face of the king, and the very blanket in which I was wrapped was his royal robe. He scooped me up in his arms, rested me on his lap in that big chair. I knew then that I was home, and that his crimson robe would always cover me. Crimson is his favorite color. It's fitting that the tables be covered in red. You sent for me, milady? Yes, my dear Suella. The king has requested a small banquet to be held in honor of a visiting dignitary from the kingdom of Ceylon. He wishes several of his subjects to join him in bidding his most distinguished guest a warm farewell at the close of his visit. There is much to be done, and I wish you to assist me in preparation for this event. Yes, milady, whatever you wish. I will, of course, need your assistance in my personal journey. We can discuss this more in the days to come. However, I wish you to oversee the festivities in the courtyard. The king wishes the banquet to be held, and there is much cleaning and planning to be done before. I know I can count on your service as always, Suella. Of course, milady, whatever you wish. As always.
Good day, milady. I prepared a plum sauce for you to taste, the best I ever had. Surely it'll suit the king's fancy for the feast?
Oh, of course. This is truly divine. The king will be most impressed. Look at my lady. So beautiful. So confident. So important. She has much to take care of. Always about the castle with a smile upon her face. She's happy and content. And who would it be if they were in a position such as hers? Why, I'm a lady. I'm happy too. I were a lady, all dressed in fine clothes. I danced in the castle on the tips of my toes. My speech would be rough and my hair would be combed. I'd order my servants and students of tone. I were a king, yes, the king, he would know my name, not just a servant girl, but one of great fame. I'd attend all his feasts and the grandest of all. Oh, how pleased he would be when his gaze rests on me. I were a lady, the desserts I would eat. Oh, my king, my nibbles discreet, my chambers would be full of sweet perfume. I wouldn't get up till the towers ring blue. I were a lady, I would sit in a chair, reserved for the most important ones there. They would all bow to me and call me on the race, then clamor amongst them to sit by my place. And oh, the king, yes, the king, he would see my good deeds and how I lived so well after all of his needs. He would speak to me the wisest of words. Oh, his is the most beautiful voice I've heard. Wouldn't it be wonderful? Simply wonderful.
Nothing short of miraculous, my dear. Oh, who would be your servant? Don't tell me. Would it be none other than Lady Anna? Somehow I can't imagine her trading places with you.
Well, I never care to trade places with the likes of you.
Oh, how the truth hurts.
The gardens look splendid. You continue to amaze me with your talent continuing to tap the ground.
Thank you, milady. Have you any special requests?
Well, now that you mention it, I would like some special flowers cut for the occasion. Use your judgment in choosing them. I'll see to it that they're properly arranged.
As you wish, milady.
Good day, Lady Anna. You appear to be quite busy as usual, I see.
Good day, Armand. Yes, I'm just making arrangements for the dinner banquet for the dignitary from Fairmont.
He's not yet arrived, but I do expect him shortly. In the meantime, I thought I'd get a bit of fresh air. It is so damp and stuffy in the royal studio, and I've grown tired of the monotonous work that I've been given.
Are you speaking of the King's Tapestry?
Yes, it's such an insignificant piece of art, especially as a tribute to the King's long oppressive reign here in Zion. Now I could imagine magnificent statues of marble of the King and his holy subjects, perhaps even embossed in pure gold. These would display the strength and splendor of the kingdom, and would greatly exalt those who have greatly contributed to the kingdom. As for durability, Lady Anna, statues of marble would fare much better throughout the ages, as compared to a tapestry woven of mere threads.
Well, perhaps you are right in some respects, Armand. But wouldn't the king have considered these things before making his request known? Perhaps a tapestry is a more appropriate representation of the kingdom. It displays the strength of the kingdom as many members working together. Consider the many threads that must be carefully woven together. By themselves, they're weak, not appealing to the eye. But in its entirety, the product is strong, beautiful to the eye, and to the touch.
Lady Anna, but it is of little artistic value. My grandmother could have done something as simple as this. I have greater aspirations for my artistic calling. Armand the artist, that's who I am a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary man. Now, did you hear me? Who am I? I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. You tried. I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. That's right. Armand the artist. There's why, if they let me, I would change the color of those trees. Don't you believe me? Who am I? I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. That's right. Armand the artist. Oh, I can see it. People come from far and near and at my feet they sit. Now, can you tell me? Who am I? I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. A little bit louder. I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. Armand the artist. I'm so great. Why, I could take this town and paint it red and it would still look great. Armand the artist. With a talent like mine, I'd sculpt majestic statues. Wouldn't need the sun to shine. Oh, please remind me. Who am I? I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. I can't hear you. I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. A little bit louder. You can be better. I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. One more time. I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. That's right. I'm a gifted, special, talented, extraordinary guy. Yes. Such a waste. Such an embarrassment.
May I present Lord Mariah from Ceylon?
We've been waiting for your arrival with warm anticipation. I am Master Armand, the King's Royal Artist. And this is Lady Anna, the castle administrator.
It's my privilege and honor.
The privilege is mine, Lord.
We have heard a trifle of the purpose of your visit with us, Lord. Perhaps you could better inform me as to your intentions. I would be most honored to assist you in whatever you desire.
The people of Phelan have long heard of the riches available here in Rome. Our kingdoms are separated, though, by a treacherous mountain path. The pathway from Phelan is steep, and the trail and design quite narrow. Few have successfully made the journey. Instead, select a treasure which represents the wealth of Zion, and return with it to Phelan. Words of your talents has reached us. I invite you to accompany me back to Phelan. We can produce many treasures. Of course, you would be handsomely paid.
I'm most overwhelmed at this grand invitation. You say your people have heard of my talents. I had no idea that word of my talents had spread so far. Of course, I have work here to consider. Some work in a common sewing circle. I will need to ponder this over the next few days. The chance of a lifetime!
Oh, Master Armand, we have finally located the exact color of scarlet threads. You must come and choose how many spools will be needed for the tapestry.
A throbbing in my head.
My leg. It's all but fried. Oh, my arm. Oh, nearly wrenched from its socket. Perhaps if I had a larger shield. A monstrous shield. Oh, but its weight, it's got to be lighter. Surely I'd have less trouble in lifting it. But it's got to be at least that big. Get it on! Get it on! Come! Let me in here.
Hello. You have returned from the forest in your battle against the dragon. Tell me, what's his name?
Virgon.
Well, tell me, you have a glorious victory to recount.
I was thinking, Dinadon, that the size of my shield could be enlarged and the weight be lessened. Do you think that could be done?
Let's see.
I'm sure that if I had a larger shield, it would give me an even better advantage against this vile creature.
I fear it is not a larger shield you need, Sir Galabas. Let me tell you of a time when I too carried a shield. A shield for the commander of my lord's army. You see, I've not always been a blacksmith. Once I was a warrior among warriors, fearing nothing, having charge over a great many soldiers. Oh, not of this kingdom, Zion, but that of the other kingdom, the enemy of Zion.
What? You fought against the king of Zion? Why are you here now?
My warriors and I were in a fierce battle with this people, yet we were expecting a great victory. Many fell from both sides, yet it appeared as if we would arise victorious. Suddenly, without warning, there appeared on the battlefield a host of young men who were ready and eager and willing to fight. I was wounded and fell to the ground. When I awoke, the field had been cleared, except for the dead. I looked up. When I was on the ground, I looked up, and there I saw a rider on a horse, and the rider was dressed in fine array. I knew that I had been captured, and that I would surely die, or at the very least be taken captive to be enslaved forever. I gladly welcomed the sword in place of slavery. Yet it never happened. When I was pulled to my feet, I looked and I saw that the rider was the king. He spared my life and brought me to Zion. He did not give me a sentence, but rather mercy and kindness instead.
An enemy of Zion, and you've been completely set free from your wrongdoing? Surely you've had to pay in some way for the lives you took.
I've spent many years questioning the mercy of the king, always waiting for and make a request for repaying his goodness. Yet this never happened. I now realize it can come close to paying my debt to the king. There's nothing too small or too great that I wouldn't do for the king. Nothing at all. Whether it be sweeping the streets of Zion, making shields for his warriors, or rebuilding these walls.
Astounding. Now, about this shield of mine, you suppose you can do it?
Oh, I'm afraid I did a terrible thing. Oh, tell me, dear. Well, I was just in the king's bedchamber, and I was really careful that everything was really good. But, well, when I came to this picture, it fell to the floor and was broken. I'm so ashamed of my clumsiness. Oh, don't worry, dear. Mishaps such as this happen to all. Besides, I'm sure it will be easily repaired. It will be hanging again in the king's room this very day. Oh, thank you, milady. Thank you, thank you. Oh.
think often of expanding my talents, going out into the world. I could work with many kinds of materials, paint pictures I've not even had a chance to see at this point in my life.
You were thinking of coming to Ceylon?
I have been contemplating this for some time now. It will be an interesting adventure, no doubt. A challenge, to be sure. But nothing that I could not handle. You see, I've had other challenges in my lifetime.
How did you come to be the king's royal artist? Were you schooled by old masters?
School? Ha! I've never needed instruction in my craft. I have been gifted with natural ability. You see, I was an aspiring remote village of the kingdom, doing portraits to earn my bread. When the king visited that village, he happened to see some of my work displayed in the village center. He lifted me up that very moment and brought me back to the castle. He was so pleased with that portrait that he had it hung in the king's very own chamber. And there it is to this day. Good day, Lady Anna. You appear to be quite radiant as ever.
Good day, Armand. I was wondering if I might have a word with you.
Yes?
Well, it's just that my servant girl was dusting in the king's bedchambers this morning, and well, she quite accidentally knocked the picture off of the wall. I'm afraid it's damaged. It will need repair.
I will be more than happy to have it repaired and return to the king's chambers today.
Armand, I was looking at the picture, and I noticed that the initials are the same as yours. Could this be one of yours?
Why, this must be the very portrait of which I spoke. The king was so pleased with it that he had it hung where he could see it every day.
Shortly after you left this morning, they've
didn't stop to buy my painting. I was only 4 years old. My mother and father had died of an illness. I was living on the streets, starving. To comfort myself, I would pretend that I was this great artist. And every day I'd go to the village marketplace, and people would give me old fruit and stale bread in exchange for my scribbles. When the king saw me there that day and brought me back to the castle, it wasn't because of my talent or gifting. It was only out of pity, because he felt sorry for me.
That's true, Armand. The king has chosen to save our lives. Because he loves us. Not because of what we can give him. Armand, this is beautiful. I've been sneaking in over the past few days and looking at its progress. I must say, you have been doing an excellent job.
Do you really think so?
Why, yes. I've never seen any as fine. Oh, what's this? A silver thread has been added. What does the king wish it to represent?
Well, I thought that it added a sophistication, a distinguishing touch to the tapestry as a whole. It was my idea.
It is a beautiful thread, and it does add brilliance to the tapestry.
It does, indeed.
Only,
Yes.
well, it's just that if the gold thread is supposed to represent the king in all its radiant splendor, wouldn't the silver thread somehow distract the eyes from focusing on the king's thread?
I had not considered that. I thought that the silver would add a sophistication, a distinguishing charm.
I see the beauty and charm in the story of the tapestry tells. How Zion came to be, the king's reign, and how this people have served together in building it. The real beauty is in its truth and simplicity.
And I only want to do my best for the king. He's given me so much. A home, all the best materials to work with. It is only right that I serve him with my life.
Truly, Armand, there is no better. Lord of love, we were made for your pleasure. You are jealous for us, for you see our lives as a treasure.
aches for days when the sheets are wrinkled. Oh, let's just say, I'm in line for the next dance.
You're always... Is it wrong to imagine, or even hope that I might someday be a lady, like Anna?
It's nonsense. You're just a common servant girl. A lady comes from a much higher social position. The king would never consider a common servant girl to serve in his kingdom without being born into such a role.
But I know for a fact that Lady Anna came from a family of commoners, much like my own. And look at her now. My David desire to have the same.
Yes, but her father served in the king's army, and she knew him well. He knew him well. The king doesn't have the slightest idea who you are, or that you even exist. Besides, he has more important things to worry about, like wounded knights, banquets, visiting officials. Mom, jeez. He doesn't have time to worry about the other servants in his castle.
But I've seen the king from a distance. I've seen him care for others. He's good. He's a kind king. I wish only that he might notice me.
Women!
With his officials to discuss the subject of yesterday's incident. I hear Lancelot is mending slowly. It's a serious thing, a very serious thing, to injure one of the king's royal knights. I'll be severely punished, if not banished for Zion for the rest of my days.
Perhaps you underestimate the king's justice.
Justice will be served. I'm sure of that. I'll be forever lost without a place in the king's royal knights.
Why are you and Sir Lancelot always at each other's throats? After all, you are serving together in the king's army. Why is it that you cannot make peace with this, your brother?
So, always boasting and bragging about his surpassing greatness as one of the king's royal knights. It's true, he does have the zeal and desire to better himself, but does he always have to be so boastful in his display? I've proven myself in battle and in tournaments and in my devotion to the king. It's taken me a long time to get to where I am today, and I will defy anyone who would try to take it from me.
You are in fear of losing to Lancelot in the upcoming tournament?
Okay, so I'm a little concerned. But wouldn't you be? If you were in my position, it's taken me a long time to climb to the position I am today. I would hate to lose face in front of the king.
I see. You are of the opinion, then, that before the king's favor can be given, you must earn it?
Well,
There you are, Lancelot. As you may know, I've just been in council with the king, and we discussed your accident with Sir Lancelot, and the king has come to a decision. I'm here to inform you that
I already know. I'm forever banished
That-
aside for the rest of my
you
days.
have been completely forgiven.
What? Forgiven?
Yes, and the king has also declared that he will pay for the damage done to Sir Lancelot by securing the best physicians, ordering the choicest meals, and even offering his own bedchamber as a compensation. The king has also decreed that throughout the land, no other knight is to require justice from Sir Lancelot for this deed. If anyone is willing to take up such a challenge, he must take it up with the king himself.
I can't believe this. This is unimaginable.
You have just received the king's justice, Lancelot.
I can't believe that he would pardon me.
But the king is no ordinary king, but one of great love and devotion to all his people.
I now see that.
I cannot understand why the king would so honor a couple of worthless knights who have never slain a dragon and never led an army into battle. I, the mighty, strong hand of the king, the commander of his armies. I've a zeal within my breast, a desire to do my best, as I lay my very life before his throne. I'm the mighty, strong hand of the king. I will see and destroy again. When I look in Big Iron's eye, I will shout the battle cry that will chill him to the center of his home. What's that you say? You don't believe me? Just look at me in this suit, and with this sword none could defeat me. And these muscles, they're the truth. That's the truth. I'm the mighty, strong hand of the king. I will sit in the high place of honor. He'll be set throughout the land. He slew a dragon with his hand, and he proudly bears the scars upon his chest. As the mighty, strong hand of the king, I will look upon and admire. They will run to kiss my feet as I ride throughout the street and embark upon my latest conquest. What's that you say? You still don't believe me? Just look at me in this suit, and with this sword that could defeat me. And these muscles are still proof, and that's the truth. I'm the mighty, strong hand of the king, the commander of his army. I've a zeal within my breast, a desire to do my best, as I lay my very life before his throne. As I lay my very life before his throne. It is only fitting that I be given special attention to the sacrifice I'm willing to make for the king.
It is not in one's exploits that the king's favor is given, but in one's obedience.
Lancelot,
Lancelot,
how are you doing? Sure.
it is.
Well, I stopped by because I had to tell you something. Just wanted to say that I'm sorry for the whole incident. I fear that my temper has always gotten in the way, and this probably wouldn't happen if I hadn't been so jealous.
Jealous? Jealous of me? I can't imagine why. But I've been more guilty of harboring envy than all of the knights in the kingdom put together. I thought I would prove myself in the upcoming tournament. Oh,
Will you be able to compete?
well, you know, it doesn't really matter that much to me anymore. This thing that you meant for evil, it's the best thing that could ever have happened to me. Why, during my recovery, I've been able to spend so much time with the king, and he told me many things. And, well, now I know that we're not supposed to compete with one another to do things in his kingdom, but rather we are to work together to do his will. He wants his kingdom rebuilt, the walls. We're ever to do that, Lancelot. we're going to be together.
Can't put patient, best ever made. You'll never taste anything finer.
Oh, my. Yes, thank you. I tell you what, Lancelot, I've had my share of this yummy stuff. And I think you could have this.
I never really wanted to turn down an offer like this.
I don't understand them. They have no sense of humor. I do my best to make them laugh. I think I'm funny. Or am I? They're not laughing, they're not smiling. Who do they think I am? I'm a jester, funny jester, a trickster of town. I find laughter in my riddle. Why can't they do the same? I'm a jester, funny jester, that's my name. Am I missing an important clue? I don't see. I don't fit in, don't belong here. There's no use for me. Is there no place for a jester? Where can I go? I'm a jester, funny jester. Oh, oh. Perhaps my jokes aren't funny.
Perhaps. But why do your words have to be funny?
I'm a jester. Jesters are supposed to be funny.
Do you enjoy your position as court jester?
I guess it's all right. The king chose me for the job. He probably doesn't think I'm wise enough for a serious one.
Oh, but you have a very serious job. Why, you have many opportunities to encourage those who have the castle. There are many who could use a thoughtful word or a pat on the back.
Guess I never thought of it like that.
Well, here, take my servant girl, Suella. I desperately need her help, but she's well, how wonderful would it be if you could cheer her up by encouraging her in her work, telling her what a fine job she's doing.
Maybe you're right. I'll try it. Do you know how to tell a dog would treat? By its bark! There was a boy and a baker. The boy came to the baker and said, "My mother found a fly in her raisin bread. She would like to exchange it." The baker said, "Tell your mother to bring me the fly, and I'll give her a raisin." Oh, I failed at my task. All I want to do is tell that silly girl that her silly flowers look just lovely, but I can't find a way to do it. You're laughing. I can't believe it. Someone is laughing at me.
It's funny to see you at a loss for words.
Well, yeah. I know now you're spending far too many words lately. Words that hurt others. I must apologize for the way I've been treating you.
There's no need to apologize for that. It was silly of me to think that I could be anything more than a common servant girl.
What's wrong with being a servant girl? You've been a good servant to Lady Anne for some years now. Well, it's a great job you have. Without your help, Lady Anne would not be able to see to the other needs of the castle.
I've always wanted to be something better. A step above. Something that would give me recognition for what I do. I don't suppose anyone notices how well I clean rooms and mint clothes and fix Lady Anne's hair.
Just the other day, I saw Armand working on his tapestry. He was working a new thread, fragile thread, delicate, pinky shape. When I questioned him who it represented, he said, "Why, Lady Anne and a servant girl, too bad." Yes. When I questioned him further, he explained that all the threads were chosen by the king personally, and that their place designed by the king alone. Well, he said that shape represents the servant girl because she sees to his needs quietly and without notice.
The king sees me? I never imagined that he would notice a common servant girl. I was wrong to think that I had to be something more.
You should take great joy in your position. I have decided to do the same.
One of the flowers that I'm picking to Lady Anne?
Yes.
How's the tapestry coming along, Armand?
It's coming along fine. I could really use a break right now. Perhaps you'd like to join me on a stroll around the city. There are many beautiful sights to see, and interesting people.
That is a splendid idea. About the gift for the people of Phelan. Maybe I can purchase something from the blacksmith. You know, Armand, I've been thinking, perhaps it's not in your best interest to leave Zion.
I've come to the same conclusion. The world, exciting as it is, seems dim compared to what I have here.
I'm beginning to understand your reasoning.
Why, Dinadon! This is marvelous work. I've never seen finer. Perhaps a shield would be an appropriate gift for your people.
Fine indeed.
Dinadon, how can you be content to live in this shack by the walls? Make a shield for a few knights who aren't even appreciative of the quality of your work.
Oh, but I am honored to serve the king in this capacity. My shields protect the king's warriors as they do battle for the kingdom. And it is very important that they are properly equipped.
Yes, but there are better uses for a talent like yours.
Perhaps. But I enjoy my work. And I like what I do. I like my house. I get to see all who come and go from Zion. And in the evenings, when I've finished my work, I can go to the walls, clear away some of the rubble, and replace the missing stones. Someday, it will be as good as new.
The city walls, Dinadon, they're in such a shambles. It's much too much work for one man.
You've had another disappointment.
I have spent my days trying to slay a dragon that doesn't even exist. It was only a geyser shooting out hot steam from the defending the kingdom. I'm too tired to do either.
Perhaps you will find strength in fulfilling the king's wishes, rather than in those activities that take away from his will.
Did it on? I've been wanting to do some sculpting lately, and I think I found just the right spot to begin.
Have you any others, Denadon? It's been a long while since I've worked up a good sweat.
Right over there. Yeah. Very good, very good.
Dinadon, may I have a word with you?
How may I assist you, Lancelot?
I would like to purchase a lance, and if at all possible, have it embossed in a beautiful bronze.
Are you going to use it in the upcoming tournament?
Actually, no, it would be a gift.
I see. Well, of course. I can have it ready. Come. Let me show you what we're doing on the wall.
Be sure to set the place cards I instructed you earlier. Oh, Bella, the flowers look lovely. You've arranged them so beautifully. It was a pleasure, milady.
Yes, Rona, the flowers are definitely beautiful. The king will be sure to notice.
Oh, Sue.
Oh, yeah. Right here. There. Very good, Lancelot. Very good.
Why is my...
Oh, Jennifer. I have something for you to do, if you have the time, of course.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Jester,
Just for who?
just heard you on the time. What would you like for me to do for you, lady?
Well, it's just at the minute that
Yes! Whoa! Soon! I'm gonna run out there! Help! Wait, help! Oh, help! What am I supposed to say? Over there! Yes! Oh, yes! I don't have an house! What? I understand. I'm easily offended. See me, I laugh a lot. Life is a serious thing to be taken this time. Why is it back just like this? Certainly, life is a serious thing, but shouldn't one enjoy what little time one has? Well, when it ruins your happiness heart.
Word with you?
It's up on the wall. Lancelot, how may I assist you?
I would like to purchase a lance.
all day long, they're very hot and tired. Cool drink from the well.
But of course. Cool water from the well?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm feeling just about as good as new now.
Does this mean you'll be able to compete in the upcoming tournament?
Well, it looks promising. I think I must have.
The king is building up the city wall, and the stones that he stood are high. I'm so glad he put me on the wall next to you, for we have the desire to serve him with our lives.
You're still working. Well, it's only 2 hours to the banquet. You must hurry and make yourselves ready.
The banquet.
They're even laughing at my jokes. Huh? That's a miracle. Oh. They were laughing, they were smiling. I know now who I am. I'm a jester, funny jester, a joker of him. I'll be careful with my riddles, loaded up, not very well. When I use words that hurt me, I'm a man, not a clown. All I want more to serve you. You made me fit in. When there was no place, there was no friend for a jester like me. Now when people are unhappy, I will always build them up. Remind them that you're faithful, all of us. Remind them that you're faithful.
Tuella, leave this task for me. But my lady, you must sit and eat with the rest. Well, not today, for I see no place set for me. No, the servants must have made a mistake. Here's your place right here. See, Tuella? Oh, my lady, I am so sorry. The servants, no mistake here. You see, today you will sit and eat with the rest as a guest. How do I ask? What do I say? Just be yourself. You'll do fine.
Greetings, everyone.
Greetings, much love.
Hello.
How are y'all doing?
Very fine, thank you.
Let's receive this lance as a token of our new friendship. I hope it will serve you well in the days to come.
This is fantastic. I am speechless.
For once.
I have been sent to inform you that the king has been detained and will not be able to join you at this time. However, he wishes for you to continue on with the feast, and he'll be here with you shortly.
I wish to propose a toast to your king, who has shown me his loyalty and kindness during my visit here, and to you, the people of Zion, who I have grown to admire and love. May you receive the riches of friendship I have received from you. Friendship.
To friendship.
I also wish to announce that I have how the threads are woven together in the tapestry. Maybe they will come to see how your lives are intertwined here, son, and that the wealth is not in statues or jewels, but in the hearts of his people.
When will you leave for Fairlawn, my lord?
I will send the tapestry by messenger without delay. As for me, I will be remaining here to help rebuild the wall. Because I have found the treasure I sought. No, my aim is to steal the riches and return with them to my people. I now realize that I was wrong. I'm sorry for I have wronged you.
Lord, my heart has been no better. I believed, I thought, that treasure you sought was within myself. That my giftings and talents were something of my own hands. I had forgotten that if it wasn't for the grace and mercy of the King, I would be nothing more than a beggar outside the city walls.
I too have concentrated on myself, thinking my place too lowly and my job unworthy. I'm so sorry for that. Now that I understand the kingdom a little better, I want to serve the king by serving you, Lady Anna. Please.
Position has been my downfall. The king has entrusted me as the leader of his army. But I've neglected the very cry of his heart in order to further myself and to gain glory in battle. I should have been here with you rebuilding the wall, reshaping bricks by day, and offering protection by night.
I've been too busy fighting my friends to be of any use to them. I'm sorry for being such a worthless clod, and I'm especially sorry to you, Langston.
We all know that the injury was my fault. I spent my life trying to be on top, to win, and no one would get in my way. I'm sorry, for I have held back the building of the walls.
The king gave me the job of encouragement, and instead, I've torn you down one by one. I'm sorry for that. I want to be a real friend, one who gives a good word when it is needed.
This is a good sight. Not only are the walls going up, but the kingdom is being built around this very table. Surely, just as the king has forgiven me for fighting against him, we must now forgive one another. When that happens, truly, the kingdom is being built in our hearts.
Eternal fruit will be produced as we live Robin, Mayor Stacy Strong, could you come up here? I want you to just to meet, let's give adequate honor to all those who have worked so hard on this. Robin and Stacy basically wrote it, the best I understand. Kathy, Robin, is Kathy here? She's with the nursery. Yeah, she's taking care of the kids. She writes it and takes care of the kids at the same time as Robin. Here? There she is. Okay, Robin and you guys, I just really appreciate what you've done. I think that also it's went into the ministry basically to 150 4-year-olds to 10-year-olds. This was not intended for adults at all. So that's significant about the kind of voice and messages went to children this last week. Fair enough. Let's give them a round of applause again.
What's that you say? You don't believe me? Just look at me in this suit. The sword that could defeat me. And these muscles, they're the proof. That's the truth. Mighty, strong, on the king I set in a high place of honor. He'll be sent throughout the land. He slew a dragon with his head, and he proudly bears the crown on his chest. As the mighty, strong, on the king, he'll be sent throughout the land. He slew a dragon with his head, and he proudly could be dead. How may I assist you?